Right, so I have an offline run where I've started just in the Forsaken Airfield and on an Interloper custom start so we can pick our start and just seeing how long we can live. And I've made it over a week, but if it didn't happen on camera, Pixar, it didn't happen. So I'm going to give this a crack live. We'll see how we go. Obviously, there's always a bit of a dice roll, but we'll see how we go. All right, kicking it off now. As always, no feats. And Forsaken Airfield live. Let's go. We'll see how this works out. Now, every time I've started here, it's been pitch black, middle of the night. And maybe it's to do with the custom Interloper settings. What are we? We're actually almost... Oh, actually, you know what? We're a bit later than normal, so we're almost dawn. It will be really, really cold. Hey, Bernie. This is Custom Looper Forsaken Airfield start. So, starting here. How do we go with this start? I've done it offline, and I've told you all about it randomly, but, I kind of decided Pixar it didn't happen, so I'm going to try and do it live. We might die a few times. I'm not sure if you can see anything, but it's nearly morning. We seriously have to crack on to get to the first spot that's really safe is the trailer. Another run I found matches in this car, but it is not this day. Like there's nothing for us here. So I'm guessing we're in... Yeah, cool, we're going the right way. I'm guessing we're in serious danger of frostbite before we hit the first safe spot, which is the trailer. We shall see. I'm hoping it's not as dark as I'm worried it is. I look at the sky, you might see a smudge of grey pixels. Like, I can barely see. So we might have a couple of really, really terrible starts to make this go. Oh man, now I can't see anything. Like, that was a blur for me. The first one of these I tried, it was fully middle of the night. And I did make it to the airfield, the hangar, but I didn't make it any further. She died in the basement, trying to find her way out of the basement, because the basement was the only place I knew you could warm up. And yeah, she couldn't find her way out using sticks as navigation. Yeah, I'm hoping very much to not fall off the cliff. First time I came through here, I didn't even really think about that, and then on subsequent playthroughs, I was like, how did I not fall off that? Like, how did I miss that? Now, I think there's... Probably missed a million sticks. I feel like there's... I think there's some reishis on this. Which, even though we'll probably end up with frostbite, I don't think there's any way around it, but I think we have to grab things like this when we can. Is there any more? There's just that. That's so dark. So I kind of do know this zone a little bit now. Oh, wow, this is so gloomy. also hope the mic isn't too weirdly noisy. I have a fan on behind me blowing at me because the office that my room that I stream from gets ridiculously hot when it's warm weather, and it's like, yeah, like high 30s today. Celsius.
I'll take it.
Oh, hell yeah, some matches like that. I don't think that is in any way a guaranteed spawn. That's a random spawn, but that is absolute gold. The last run, nothing happened to the last run. That is still living, but I kind of felt like that one was reaching the end of not its life, but its high entertainment value. I was thinking about, getting that character out of the zone, but I did think an interesting thing to do would be to show a start here. We have not found one stick yet. So I thought I'd just give it a go tonight. I might juggle them back and forth. But, yeah, my wife and I, we went out to the pub tonight, had a nice pub meal and had a couple of beverages. I've come home, just feeling like a little bit of adventure on the cards here. Now, she's actually not as close to the frostbite as I was worried. Somewhere here is a cave. I'm hoping I can find it in the dark. What I really need is, where is it? Where is any stick? Any stick. Can't start a fire without a stick. Yeah, but it's matches and coal, but at least one stick. Well, at least two sticks, because we've got to make some tinder as well. I might have missed the cave that I was looking for, which is a shame because I think there's some chance of some loot in there. And I think we have missed that cave because I think we're almost at this trailer and we haven't really hit the frostbite risk yet, so that's pretty good. I have not found a single stick though because it's been as dim as anything. Minus 30 degree feels like though, like still no joke. Oh look, it's a stick. Sorry Turkey, I stole your catchphrase. Just for today. You know what that means, Bernie? I've gone the complete wrong way to... Oh, you can just jump off there, that's great. So we're not getting frostbite yet, so that's okay. We may not be quite warm enough in there, so I'm sort of checking all these places. The visors are a bit of a not necessary thing. Some deathfish. I think they've toned down the deathfish, by the way. The deathfish are a little less deathy. We'll just grab that. That's fine. Alright. Let's just get in there and see. It should be cold in here, but I think... Yeah, so it's 0. So, with the beds... And the bed should be at the other end. Oh, there's a beef jerky. I saw the word beef jerky. A drawer in the bench. Now I'm just feeling my way around in the dark. So far I've not found anything in the microwave ever. Stump remover. We don't need no stump remover. Alright. We'll sleep for 2. 5-degree warmth. Should at least warm up. Get a bit light in here. Have a look around. But those matches in that car are honestly... That's a phenomenal start. For here. And it being 0 here, slightly cold. It was like paint. I don't need paint. But what I might do is just get some tinder off of that. Check these lockers. That's a pry bar. I don't think there's many options here. Sort of early in the day. It's going to warm up a little bit. Oh, it's that first aid kit up on there. And now we know it's empty. That's great. It's going to warm up a little bit more. Oh, we got glimmer fog day 1. You are kidding me. Holy crap, my other custom run, a week in, hasn't had a glimmer fog. This is hilarious. We checked this one, didn't we? I think the game does not like naps in this zone. You nap, you get glimmer fog, get insomnia. That's hilarious. I feel like the rabbit's probably not around in the glimmer fog. Just quietly.
My fingers feel numb.
Just checking all the nooks and crannies here for... Oh yeah, see, this thing I don't think I've ever grabbed. Those things are pretty useless. You can't even set them on fire. Alright. So... frostbite risk, insomnia risk. We haven't got any fluids yet. What did we grab so far? Well, you can't even chance it on that sort of stuff. Still cold in here. Like, our only option really is... like, sleep for an hour, warm up as much as you can. We might have insomnia before we get to the airfield. I do want to get some fires
if the hypothermia
going.
wouldn't kill me.
But we do really need a spot out of the glimmer wind, whatever you want to call it.
Sure getting cold.
12 matches, 3 pieces of tinder. This is sort of about the warmth, sort of about the water. Three matches. Last piece of tinder. We're going inside after this if we don't get it lit, because we need to tear down another cardboard box. Okay, game.
Wait. I'm so cold.
Okay, game. We're going to take some dehydration damage because we need the tinder. It's going to make me use up all my so yeah, we certainly have the insomnia now. Where are we? Where are we wind sheltered?
Cold is making my head feel thick.
No sides? Sod it. So we've used 3 matches, 3 pieces of tinder.
Come on, little fire.
I mean, I know it gave me a free box of matches, but come on.
Come on, little fire. Oh, so...
Yeah, there we go. That should get us there for the fire. We're taking dehydration damage at the moment. But we're so close to that actually being done. Oh no, it actually...
I would drink just about anything right now.
Now, I kind of mucked that up because what I actually really wanted was a tiny bit of water that I could boil, not the whole bit. Like I wanted 200 mils of non-potable water. Then I could actually boil it, not the whole lot. That kind of mucked up. So all I got is a choice to just do that. We'll drink it, get hydrated, boil some more. And now this wind is back. It dropped off for a bit. Glimmer fog. It's like a glimmer almost blizzard. How much we got now? So we drank everything we had. It's not really a lot more we can do, but I might turn one of those into some more. Can actually pull a torch while we can, in case it blows out. Because lighting that fire was rough. We're on the same wavelength, Bernie, so I didn't see your message there, but yeah, basically same thing. In case this got blown out, I was trying to pull torches, so... We should only have it... Maybe we got like half a litre, but I'm gonna cook the 1 tea we have. Yeah, so I definitely tried to blow that out then. Oh no, we might have been close actually. We'll see how this works out. 16 minutes. I should really see if I can get any more sticks. Basically anything else useful while this random crap is going on. Ah, look at this. Just explosion here. I know there's like the deer over here. It's less of a concern for me. I'd kind of want fairly perfect weather conditions to try and get that deer. Like, it's right there, but I have to defrost it, like no hacksaw, so there's a rabbit, but I haven't found a single rock yet. You can just see that rabbit right there. So he is not affected by the glimmer fog at all. But I have not found a single rock. So we might wander up the road. Oh, you got... a little bit blown out. That might have been... No, I had coal on there. That should have had plenty of time. Like, that's the game absolutely trying to blow this out. I think I've been stuck in this predicament before, like, can't find a single rock on this path or nearby. Sneaky stick just behind there. We're probably staying here tonight, even though we've got insomnia. We might just have to be trying to limp through. These two should be safe to eat, which doesn't get us a full amount of sleep, but we're going to struggle with that insomnia anyway. We're okay for rest, okay for condition, so this doesn't bug me that much. Does look like the wind has died off a little. I'm saying that hopefully. I can get... a rock and get that rabbit. I might have a crack at it. Just to save some of the calories. But I might have to go down the road a little bit first. A lot of sticks. Can't find a rock though. That rabbit is safe. Jamie! How you doing? This is a trying to start only in this zone. So we've only just started. It's a different run. The other run is still around. This is just me playing silly buggers and just doing some stunt loper stuff. Because why not? Wednesday night for me. Leading into Christmas. Why not have a little fun? I'm going to grab a torch, and I'm going to just use a little bit of my energy to try and find a bloody rock. So I can bonk a rabbit on the head with it. Normally when they give you rabbits, they're not too shy about letting you find a rock nearby. So we found one box of matches in a random car on the way in. So that's the only reason we have any semblance of life, I guess, right now. We would have just been legging it to the airport otherwise. Does not want to give me anything resembling a rock. I'll walk down the road and I'll find 20 now. No rocks for you. Yari, prep for it. Josh, Michael, everyone rolling on in. This is grand. How's everybody doing? Gonna try back here, maybe. Maybe there's a rock over here. I don't think I've ever looked up in this little back corner. Ah, there's a little secret spot you could maybe make a fire that's out of the wind. Oh, great. Or you can just do ski jumping. That's... What have we done to whatever clothes we have? Oh look, at least we got 91% underpants. It's a pretty good deal. It's too distracted. Can't sprint because now we have a sprain. So we have to sleep that off, and we have insomnia. It's day one.
Die if I don't get some food soon.
I mean, we could just try and defrost and pull this off. I mean, the wind has come already. Come on, quick, before we waste a match. Quick, 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 quick. I guess because I can't find a rock to get a rabbit, maybe we'll try this. We've managed to gather a decent number of sticks. Yeah, Josh, this is just a new run, just a stunt run to do, starting purely in this zone. Starting with nothing, custom interloper. You start kind of right at the entrance. Every time I've started, it's been nighttime in one of these. Like, I was doing this offline. It's going to take one of my precious pieces of coal. What was I saying? Yeah, stunt run for just trying to start in this zone. The other one's still alive, but it was reaching kind of a kind of natural wind down of, oh, what's that character going to do? So I will probably live stream getting her out of the zone and having her be maybe my long-term character and have adventures. So I just thought, just a new run, just to have fun. So I thought I'd see if we could make this work. 86% frozen. I guess we really... I left my water on that other fire. That's silly, because I was just looking for a rock. So we'll let that defrost. We'll get our can off here. I don't even have any cloth, any bandage or anything for the sprint, but sprain. The sprain so I can get the sprint back, I should say.
Ow!
This is the luckiest rabbit in the world because I couldn't find a rock. And they don't let you hurl your shoes at them. Yeah, Glimmerfog Day 1 is just not... doesn't seem fair. I'm hoping it lets me now get this bloody meat off this deer without blowing out the fire, because it has tried to shaft me already. So yeah, magic box of matches in a random car on the way, which is not a permanent match spawn at all. So that's a pretty good deal. Let's at least sort of chill out here and warm up a little bit in that trailer, because otherwise it's a long walk to the airport. I gotta tell you. %. Can't do it yet. Well, at least we're warming up. Look, we got conditions. We got stuff happening. We got time to do random things. I'll actually pull a couple of decent torches out of that while I have a shot. It took us 4 matches to start our first fire. Now what do we got to get that to? 50%. Okay, cool. So we will be staying here tonight and trying to badly sleep through the night with our insomnia. Alright, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. So the water's 20 minutes till boiled, another half an hour till boiled away. We'll just get the whole one of those. Seems like some wind is coming in, so trying to get that as a 55-minute might have been a bad call. We got an aurora too? Holy crap. This game is throwing the kitchen sink at me day one. Funky, how you going? I don't actually know the answer to that, Funky, I gotta tell you. I don't think you're going to pick that up for now because I'm worried this is all going to blow out. Just remind me not to drink bad water. I can hear that wind. I can hear that wind. It's making me super paranoid. $18. Should we try get that other bit of gut? It'll be a 40-minuter, so I don't think we'll worry about the hide. That's a different future for this character. All right. Can't sprint because we sprained our ankle just yeeting ourselves off a low rise. I would have thought it would make a difference, Funky, but I don't know. I should say I would have hoped it would make a difference. The hotter the fire. You're usually so much prioritizing like your warmth around it that it's like everything else is kind of moot, to be honest.
I need some first aid soon.
You're just gonna need to rest. That's all you need, lady. You don't need nothing. Okay, so she can. She's just gonna eat it all. Whether it's out the door or on her, she's gonna eat it before she leaves here anyway, so we'll put that out. Now she has insomnia, so rest is just gonna kind of suck, so I think you just... She'll get 2 hours or something ridiculous and wake straight up. But I think my guess is you push for as long as you think you can get. No, she made it through. Like I think that's just a random gamble. Like she, even though she has insomnia, frequently interrupted, she made it through and she got conditioned. So maybe certain beds have magical properties. Maybe they screwed up and this place is considered, you know, magical like the other place. Ah, so we don't actually have the lock symbol on that, but that's weird. Okay. A little bit of a gear shakedown. We got 3 coal, 24 sticks. It's still really early though. I think it's too early to go. Past time for 2 hours.
Think about his food.
I'm really surprised she got good rest at all, considering she's meant to have insomnia. Unless they've done some sort of metric where first couple of days... Oh yeah, I meant to drop those things. Aye, fresh guts. Just cuddled up to you all night. Minus 37. What's the worst that can happen? Don't answer that question, game. It's going to be seriously, like, frostbite risk. There's sort of no choice for it, though. We got to push on. Especially with this much condition actually gathered. The main thing I'm hoping for is that they haven't put any surprise wolves in the way of where I don't think they belong, because I've only done this a couple of times. We could go down in that riverbed and it'd be out of the wind. And there might be cattails at the far end. Actually, in fact, we can. This is a one-way. Like, once you've gone down there, you can't go back up, so... But maybe a little warmer. But to be honest, actually, no, look, there's a chance of a bag back there, I think, but I can't be bothered.
It's so cold.
I'm kind of willing to sacrifice a bit of condition to get there without burning through the matches. So we'll see how we go. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of got an idea of the zone. So I know where you're not doing first time exploration. There's a little loop up there I hadn't been through. I haven't been everywhere in the zone. Like, there's some stuff I haven't mapped, but I got, like, I think I got the main points of interest kind of sorted. Just check I've definitely dropped all the stinkies. Michael, are you trying to tell us that we should all just practice our catchphrases about how cold it is and how we don't really want to drink our own pee and the flavour of horses and whether trees are nutritional? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Michael? So definitely no cattails down here anyway. So there's some frostbites on the rise, but here's some cattails here, so we definitely want a couple of these at least.
So hungry.
Alright, so main thing I want to keep an eye on is the frostbite risk. Now we are also super in the wind, so we only have torches and matches, so wolf scenario stuff. Best bet is behind a tree on the wind sheltered side, if that comes up. So there's that wolf. And the jerk is looping back towards the road too, so zigzagging. That frostbite risk is super high. Alright, just these you guys, that's all. Where's that wind coming from? We're sheltered? We are wind sheltered here. That frostbite risk is just a bit too high if I want to... Not that you use the top 10%. It's like a minus 37 degree day. This is like all my fuel.
Perfect.
Oh, minus 4. One piece of coal. Just warm up for a second. There's some mushrooms around the corner I'll get, but we can do this one while we get a little bit of heat. Just a tiny bit. The wind is wanting to pick up because that's traditional. Come on, what are you doing? Why is the hit point out there?
Gotta warm up somehow.
Gonna blow that dang fire out and do me a blizzard, isn't it? We'll have glimmer fog. We'll have aurora and blizzard within the first 2 days, because it's going to do it too. Look at it. Absolutely is. Let's face that way so it thinks it wants to blow in my face this direction. Look at this, it's a blizzard. I actually think we just got to go. Like, we can't actually wait for the heating up anymore. We're actually just going to drink that. I don't know if I've really... Yeah, like I took the edge off that frostbite risk a little bit. But this is absolutely like Blizzard Central. There's 3 hours on that fire and I just have to call it. It's like slower than a wet week, like headwind too. Basically that way, directly this way is the tower. Oh my god, like the slowness. Well, you're now useless. It'll be dark in here, but while we still have a tiny bit of warmth, which is not as dark, Lair at least is our first hat or something. -6 in here. Ugh, cured leather, like what am I going to do with you? It's a bit dark, so we're really just looking for stuff that's lying around. And I don't actually know if in here is really the spot to hang out to begin with. In fact, I should go and look for clothes in the luggage, I think. Except I did find a jacket in one of these in a different run.
Dying from starvation.
So I think it's worth just giving a quick look. Yeah. Meh. Is this the one I already checked? Yeah, so this is the one I haven't checked. Like, I don't even think we're warm in here at the moment. Like, we're still -2, so we literally don't have an option for this building except downstairs. But we do have a torch, so... like, that's actually not too bad a thing. The plane is still too cold. The start here is pretty harsh.
This will come in handy.
Having just said that, like, that's amazing, because now at least frostbite is something we don't have to concern ourselves with.
I can't feel my hands.
We're going to have to take some damage, but at least now frostbite should be under control. Oh, look, it's not what I was looking for. I don't know who's transporting fur logs or whatever in the back of their helicopters, but that person was. Oh, look, we got some simple tools. So I think what I need to really do is get into this building here and try and get a couple of pieces of clothing more so that we're actually basically warm anywhere else.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yeah. You're slightly warmer somehow. Like, seriously, who's giving out 82%? No, oh, that's the wrong way around. Hang on. So that's already amazing, because now we probably have just...
I think I can use this.
Just enough of a shot, and even this is actually gold, all of this. My other loot, holy crap. This is actually amazing. I do want a sewing kit though. Like, excuse me? This is ridiculous. This doesn't happen. I think I'm on the loot one where you don't get a hammer, but you just get... oh, you can only wear one of those. And you are the worst one. You can't double them up, apparently. Single flare shell, that's a thing. Okay, so this is already freaking gold. And this will be the other lifesaver. We have a little bit of water, but we didn't have a lot. And holy crap, we have the bedroll. And we have this food. So that's amazing, because now there's a few more places, like even here potentially. Like, that's actually warm. So let's have a nap. This is a really good loot roll. Again, no hammer, but seriously, like, look at just what we got in clothes alone. Now make like some of this, like so much more viable than my other one. We still have insomnia, so I'm just going to sleep. Probably could have eaten a cattail, but we're losing condition less badly, not gaining any back. Extra matches. So there was what I thought was a permanent match spawn, I think in the other area, unless it's maybe this shelf I was thinking of. I've only seen a couple of runs where it's like, wait, maybe the matches are there, but at least we got another box of matches now. So this is now conceivably like, you know, like 3 weeks. I've not seen anything in the microwaves here either. So there's a coffee, which is awesome. So this is now living 3 weeks in this zone is probably not a hard ask. Like, it's still a challenge. I don't know, Funky. Like, it hasn't... Insomnia in here I thought was going to be a worse problem, but it hasn't affected any of my other runs in any way that I would care about. I think if you're far from home and you're weighed down and you're not willing to make hard calls, then maybe. I can't believe we found a bedroll. That's just amazing. I have insomnia now, so I think it would affect my ability to get good rest and recovery, but back in the other area, it didn't. Maybe there's a invisible grace period where they don't hit you with it. Yeah, I think that's the thing about the glimmer fog. All you usually find up there is that stupid note telling you, like, oh, the lights, I hate them. I think I've seen someone else get, like, maybe a flare shells up here, but that might be more on something else. I'm really annoyed that doesn't open. I cannot believe the clothes. Like, that much stuff. That is full on crazy. So we can sleep here all night if we wanted. And just let her drink. Like, it's probably, honestly, it's probably warmer in here, -3, than it is in the hangar. You can go into the choppers, and then I think we can sleep with the bedroll in the choppers. I have not got condition back in the choppers. Man, she gets cold, but I kind of want to be able to sleep a bit tonight, but we do have insomnia, so I was kind of just writing that off. The blizzards here seem to be like 18-hour blizzards. Hey, PM! How you doing? So our frostbite risk, even though we're covered now, isn't going down because we haven't got warm. I feel like there's some more searching we could do. We have to just sacrifice a bit of condition, I think.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Nothing. Ah, poles, doors. Yeah, meh. So you're the same. You're -3 in here. I don't think I missed anything too critical. I don't think we found a warmer spot. Downstairs in the other area is warm, and it lets you get rest. I don't think it cares. Once you've got insomnia, it's like, there's nothing they want to do for you. We're still losing condition because we're not eating. Oh, the insomnia's healed now at least. I guess we let that go on long enough. Thing is, there's still more to search back in here. But it is like that hangar is so freaking cold. Haven't found anything interesting in these yet either. He says as he pulls out, like, well, okay, like, sure. Make a liar of me. You're right. I think that cabin, Bernie, is probably better. They'll be better in the long run, but they're not now. I think that is actually warmer. I think you're correct. Finding it in the blizzard. Yeah, should be okay. It's literally a straight shot out here, isn't it? There it is. Just clocked it. I could have overshot that pretty easily, actually. Which is a little scary. So that's a pretty good suggestion, Bernie. I feel like in here will be warmer. Yeah, like we're naturally warm, so this is great. We've also now got a few more random resources. That was a really excellent suggestion. Sorry about searching in the dark. I'm just sort of feeling my way around.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, we actually got cold in here now. That was weird. It was warm when we first got in here. I've noticed that a little bit about some of the zones here. When you first get in there, it's a little bit warm, and then it decides, meh, no. Alright. We're not really tired enough to fully sleep yet, but I kind of want to stop the rot a little bit. I've only played stuff heading into this zone, so I had one spawn funky where I couldn't find the matches at the skeg and I died. The very first one I tried of the new update. And then I spawned in Desolation Point. Looked a bunch of places where the matches, I knew the matches don't normally turn up, and then they actually turned up where they kind of always turn up. I thought they would have definitely gamed it, and then I've spawned in this area and I haven't exactly got a handle on the fully permanent ones, but I've got an idea of where you're gonna find some at least, and then I've got lucky on a couple of random ones which seem irregular. Alright, so we're definitely losing more condition than I want.
Damn it. I'm so hungry.
I think we just eat now and try and sleep. Just trying to get back our condition to about 50 or 60 would be nice. But this is legit a great start, I think. For Loper in this zone, those first set of matches saved us a lot of pain.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Frostbite's not going down because we just haven't... we're about 50. Yeah, we're about 50% basically. We just haven't got warm enough by a fire. So even though it's not going to go up anymore because we got all this sort of stuff sorted. Basically...
I could eat a horse.
Oh, pretty close. So we don't have a sewing kit. And I think I know where I can find one in the main shed. Wonder how long we just sort of hang out here. Might just pass time for 2 hours. So it will be ridiculously dark in the main hangar. And that's where I want to search next, because there's still a bunch of things. So I think this zone is... So far, yeah, let's have a quick look at this actually. Here's a good vibe. So we're 2 days survived. If I come down here to... We've had one blizzard. Yeah, we've had one fall. They don't... Okay, so I guess glimmer fog doesn't turn up in here yet. So we've had a glimmer fog. We've had an aurora. Does this have auroras in here? Maybe not. But anyway, we've had a... In 2 days, we've had glimmer fog, aurora, and a blizzard. Yeah, I can search those things. I haven't got to any of the stuff yet, Jamie. Man, I can't even see this room, even though there should be a little bit of light. Now let her eat a little bit. We should be able to get, and we should probably think about getting some rabbits today. Okay, at least see the damn room. I don't want to... Oh, that's the jerry can. Actually, we will take that. Didn't give a full search. Oh, there's some accelerant. That's actually pretty good. Hopefully this is light enough for everyone to see anything. There's some paper. Yeah, we don't care about your paper. There's nothing interesting there. Alright, so we're going to get out of here. Forgot about this green container. And now we know. So, all in all, it's a bit of a... That's a pretty cool start. It was a bit exciting. I know a bunch of you weren't here from the very, very start, but it was just like walking in the cold and then finding some matches and doing a little bit of procedural stuff. Finding that bedroll was an absolute boon. Get out to that hut eventually. We get cold fast, I gotta tell you. So yeah, you can search these. Oh, this is the one? The one of these we checked? Okay.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
So, in theory... Now, we actually found some good stuff already in this one, didn't we? This will still be cold, because it was originally like -6, and I think we've been lucky to gain, like, a couple of degrees. But this now should be warm. Yeah, so here's warm because of the clothes we got. And it's warmer again because we have the bedroll. I just want to pass time enough to not lose all my condition. We'll drop a lot of that stuff. Not really expecting to find much in here. Well, what are you, 0.1? You're still not better. So land a cloth. So one of these rooms, it usually seems to always be exciting there. One of these rooms, and I think it's on the other side, should have a sewing kit for me. If we get the sewing kit, there's so much cloth here, we should be able to get a really good repair into what we've got some really good clothes. So we should be able to get, now I did all them, didn't I? We should be able to get a really good repair into so much stuff that will add quite a lot of warmth for us. Like, a lot. Don't know why I'm bothering about the front. I've not seen anything interesting in the front. And I've opened a lot of containers in the back.
I'll take it.
It's still light, so we'll take it. I've seen one rabbit or a couple of rabbits on the journey in, but I couldn't make good on that in any way. As in, I didn't have a stone. Okay. So we did that end. Never really looked behind there properly. Sorry this is ridiculously dark for everyone. Okay, so we obviously already checked that particular one. Alright, there's a broom. Good on ya. Got a bunch of scrap metal, but... Actually, I'll take that reclaimed. Okay, so there's a mountaineering rope. Not that I've really found a pressing desire to use a mountaineering rope in this zone. I found a couple of spots to put it out, but... You know. Sorry, I'm just watching the jokes go by in the chat.
This will come in handy.
Don't know which ones are better. So this zone is already... Like, this bit has turned out to be richer loot than my main run that everyone's seen me bring in, my main Interloper run. And I don't know if that's maybe a little bit the difference between Interloper and Interloper Custom.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
But... She has got so much good stuff out of here already. Everybody doing some indoor karate to get their wood inside the toilet. I don't know if it's spawning here. I don't know if it's custom. I don't know what makes a difference to the loot.
Sure I can carry much more.
It could just be random chance the way they roll the dice on these things now.
Thank you.
Summit soda. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you can get close enough to rabbits, you should be able to reach down and grab one. Why not? So, yeah, sorry everyone, this is a little bit like the dam search early on. Me just looking in various containers. I'm avoiding going downstairs yet because I don't want to waste the match until I have to. Now might be an opportune time to warm up in here. I'm absolutely stoked that the bedroll was there. Whoops, I did not mean to hit escape. I saw that it spawned here for turkey. But I hadn't seen it in anything I'd done. So that's pretty cool to get the run where you spawn here, actually get that. My other runs here didn't have a bedroll and I was doing okay. But just that extra warming up you can do in the vehicles. And actually being able to sleep and get recovery in one of the other rooms. Because, yeah, I don't know if it's deliberate or not, but at least that aeroplane there, you do not get condition recovery if you sleep there in my runs that I've done at least.
This stuff will come.
That's what I was looking for. This is actually, I found this sewing kit in that filing cabinet every time. Like, so from 3 runs that I've done in this zone, firearm cleaning kit on an Interloper custom. Okay, worn trail boots, 0.9, 0.7. Like, they probably get better. They're better wind protection. We'll hold them for now. We're going to do a bunch of gear shakedown somewhere downstairs. I'm just going to grab all that for the moment. Oh, look, yeah, you two, whatever. I don't mind getting a little bit heavy at this point and getting a little bit tired. Oh, great. All right. So, So right now we're about warming up in this vehicle. And actually, what we are about first off, maybe this spot. Okay, so actually, yeah, you can't do anything for us right now. Look at all these torches. You can also not do anything for us right now, probably. You hold on to that for the moment. You can go away. Can't believe we got 2 sets of good socks already. Because we can tear those down actually in the warmth. Right. So now we're kind of back to at least being not ridiculously heavy. Fire cleaning kit we cannot really use. Jerry can. Alright, jerry can's in there for the moment.
My fingers feel
We'll
numb.
think about that. Alright. So I think we only have like 1 piece of cloth. But there's a really good deal going on. Way better than socks. 30 minutes for 5. The deal you get on cloth in this space is awesome.
Someplace to escape
Okay,
this
so you're like 96%, which is just hilariously amazing. These aren't super great, but like that'll go up a fair chunk. This is pretty good. That's pretty trash. They're pretty awesome. Like they go up to, I think, what, 0.8 or 1? Do we really want to lose the jeans? This will get us some warmth. Out of these. I can't remember. I feel like the dress shirt is actually warmer than the other two when repaired. But we'll do this one first because I think it's also fast. Didn't get a lot of repair though. Like it's stopping it from falling off of us, but it didn't do a heap. Like that'll get 0.3. I think that gets 0.4. This thing's going to go up another 0.3. They're so good though already. I mean, yeah, they'll go up 0.4, so that is great. But we've got a lot of cloth. Like that'll actually go up 0.3 and that'll go up 0.4 as well, I think. And they're actually in worse nick. We need to warm up anyway. This will be a day of repairing, getting warm, ducking outside, tearing down other cloth. We'll get to them all. I usually don't do jeans. I'm usually really anti doing jeans because they just suck anyway, but they're falling off of us and they will get up to 1. We're down to 2 more pieces of cloth. I'll do the jeans. The thing I probably should worry about more is the wear and tear on the sewing kit. So they've gone up to 65. Oh look, great, there's a blizzard out there. I feel like the trail boots only get up to 1. We've only got 1 piece of cured leather, I think. But they got better wind protection. We got 1 more piece of cured leather. So they're 95%. So now they're better. But only just. But they're better protection, better water, better wind. About the same temp. Right, we're sort of warm enough that we should get some more cloth. Pick the one room without any cloth in it. It's everywhere here. The 2 rooms without cloth in it. I'm just going to check if that's actually a blizzard. The one downside about this zone has been that there's no outdoor reliable fire thing, like a barrel. Yeah, so there's not going to be any rabbits to go find in that. I kind of squandered that a bit. Alright, we'll get 0.4 out of them if we can get a repair in. So now we're up to a 9-degree warmth bonus, which is bloody amazing if you ask me. I think the socks are going to be a good value. Okay, so the wind's died off. We should go and look for rabbits quickly now. They went up to 98%. Half a degree? Yeah, okay. We should be able to get to 10 degrees by repairing everything, I would have thought. I don't know if we'll sleep in that zone. We'll see. Maybe in this house. Now we're warm enough to sleep. Maybe we'll go back to the trailer, actually. There is actually a rabbit over by the trailer, too. There's sometimes some rabbits just here. There's a chance they may not have spawned in yet because the blizzard was going on. A piece of coal. I wonder if that's a respawn, a coal respawn. Just checking for sneaky spawns that I don't know about. See, there's a rabbit right now. Okay. So I think we have to try and make good on this. There's 2 rabbits right here. Ah, you jerk. That, like, hit you. And that's... I don't know about you, but have you ever scared a rabbit in real life? Those guys, they don't really come... They don't walk away and come back. They're fairly gone for a while. Where are you, rabbit? I hear you. There you are. It's coming right for us. What are the odds are we're warm enough in here now after having repaired our
The sun is
clothes?
setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Ah, like another repair and we'd probably be slightly positive. So our best bet is still... I think this hut over here is still the best bet. I just don't want to drag in all the wolves with the stink while I do this. Like a couple more... Like, seriously, a couple more, repairs.
I can't feel my feet.
There's an extra rabbit over here. I thought there might be a chance of a rabbit right here. Oh, there's beautiful weather, or not weather, but visibility right here. I think this spot here
Tired.
just needs a fire barrel. Skimmed him. The guts for rabbit traps is probably the real play.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Look at this master spawn of rocks. So this should be warm. Hopefully this is now warm to stand around in this trailer. So it says 1, but last time I stepped in here it was 1 and then it dropped to 0. Like when I wasn't looking. And we've added, like seriously, we've added like 2 degrees to our clothes warmth. Like surely. Alright. I'm not trusting it to stay there. Alright. You know what? I'm going to get one piece of gut first. Get that curing. What am I caring about here? Am I caring about the condition loss? The food's not a tonight thing anyway. When am I caring about hides? I'll put them outside and they might be do a thing in the morning. Care about here is getting those on the go.
Just need to close my eyes.
Oh, don't dehydrate as well. That's probably the biggest sin. Now, what I do want to do is find my way out of here without lighting. Where am I looking here? Looks like a bunk. Oop, that looks like the door right ahead of me there. Okay. Alright. Maybe hides tomorrow. There's a bit of food now in our future. On our current future, we have not made up a tea, so I don't want to eat anything super chancy. I think the ketchup chips at 20% are still okay though. So I said I wasn't going to take a risk, but I'm actually going to eat the chips, and chance that they're not going to poison me. Has that got us to 750? Is that literally 750? I'm going to eat one more cattail, so we just got a little bit in the tank. Probably could have left like 3 or 4 liters back in the other place. Somewhere here. I keep going into the wrong bit. That should be the bed over here. Great. Sleep, get warm, recover. Okay. I feel like this spot here is still the better spot to base ourselves out of. And like we just have warmth in here in a way that the other trailer, like the other hangar, we do not. Gonna gather some cattails. Hopefully. The first few days are about securing your future. I don't need to rush to explore, even though there's probably some really good loot at a couple of the key spots. But I think if I shore up some food, some water, might need a little bit of a stick run. I actually picked up a couple of blue flares too, so that's a good thing to remember. We also haven't got... We've never got any rose hips on our way in, so we haven't found many of them. There's a few places we can visit, I think, to try and get some of those. Okay. So this is...
I think my stomach is eating it.
Decent little setup so far. Might go back in. Now, one mistake I made is I put those rabbits outside, which means I'm not going to, and I don't have the hacksaw, so I'm not going to be able to pull.
Warming up a bit.
Not going to be able to pull the hides off. So I probably should have dumped them inside. They might have still frozen though, because the ambient temperature is still low. So I might not be able to do anything with those until we start a fire anyway. Actually, oh yeah, I can jump over that. Like that's fully frozen. And even if I dump it in here, oh, Yeah, like it will defrost, actually. So it's probably not... I don't know if I care about getting the hides.
Oh, cold.
Bit of a stunt run, like... Am I trying to make a real living here, or am I just trying to show it can be done, maybe? We haven't had a fire yet, so we still... Basically, even though we're warm, we haven't got the air temperature low. It's another blizzard, isn't it? But that defrosted enough. I guess the weather's deciding for us what we're going to do with our time. For some reason I thought my hotkey would drop the hide, but it does not. Okay, so that's the thing. We got that done. I mean, I'm kind of assuming that's a blizzard out there and not just high winds, but it's probably just high winds. How hot? Well, we're at 25. So we haven't actually lit a fire for a couple of days, which is good. Trying to preserve the matches. It's a full blizzard, but... Is there something productive we can do over here? So cold. Just a forge in the basement, as far as I know, Sasquatch. Like, there's no fire barrel anywhere in this zone, as far as I've found. It's pretty brutal. So it really wants you to... I mean, next Glimmer Fog is when I think we'll go downstairs. Because I don't want to spend the matches, right?
Felt so cold in my life.
All right, we'll let you warm up just a little bit. We'll let you eat a cattail while you do it too. I'm gonna let you sleep, maybe sleep. Not that I need that much cloth, but... Now, did we step over all that? We did check those. I'm absolutely going to be repetitive here, because I can't remember what the hell I did. Yay! Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going to complain about my Christmas present as a lump of charcoal, but I got a chocolate bar, so... You know, beggars
My stomach feels like
can't be choosers. What to do? It's such a rip-off, that one. Like, it doesn't really give you good value. Yeah, that one is outside. Sasquatch. Correct. That one. Should repair these wool socks. We don't want to lose those. Okay, so the weather's firmed up a little bit. Go make some good use of the day outside. Because also, the other thing we want to avoid is cabin fever from just being inside all the time. Especially in these first few days. Like, we are inside a lot. Like, despite the look of it, like, this is actually good temperature. This is a great day. So there's got deer galore out here. With the doe doing their best impersonation of a herd of timber wolves. Yeah, like if I can get... You're right, if I can get out of the wind... Let's just see if this tree will do it. 1 degree up. Beautiful. So, no hacksaw, so no birch saplings for us to be had. But still, some lovely weather to get a little bit of productive stuff done. Sounds like it might want to try and make us regret that statement. Have not gone into the basement yet. I'm waiting for glimmer fog, so I don't have to waste a match. Because all we've got in terms of matches, this is all, we got 18 matches. That is all we've found so far. Okay, that's the easier way to go. A bit of like dodgy terrain model just there. Oh well. Interland, if you're watching, get on that. So even though she hasn't done a lot today, she still gets pretty tired. All that resting really wears a girl out. There is some actual more cattails down in here. I probably should be putting some time into that, considering the weather's good, to collect some of those. How heavy are we? We're a couple of... Alright, so everyone, remember that all the ridiculous stuff I carried that was heavy emergency sticks. Alright, still gaining here. Alright, so another couple of nights of recovery for us. Well, to forge a hatchet, I'm going to have to find a hammer, so... So, just tell me your thoughts there, Sasquatch, on how the spray paint gets handy for, like, where I've been, or... Oh, I see, like, where this spot is. For some reason, and I don't actually know why, it just doesn't probably bear out in real-life scenarios for me, but for some reason, I think I've found I'm decent at navigating in this game. And if I've seen it, apart from that little embarrassing scenario the other night, Sasquatch, where I turned up somewhere I had been before and couldn't remember it, and then I watched back the video and I was like, I totally remember this now. Like, why did I not remember it before? I remembered the conversation and all the stupid crap I was saying. So apparently that distracted me from remembering the location. But apart from that, I've been pretty, like, I've only done one real circuit of this zone and a half other visit in my little offline single zone run. But I gotta, like, I think this zone is particularly easier to geographically remember. Oh, I see, like, leave a mark where you drop the firewood. Oh yeah, that's a sensible use. I can get behind that. This looks a little bit like it's going to Aurora to me. I haven't heard the magic music yet, though. But it looks like the kind of conditions where they're like, yeah. Night lights, which, again, we could get down into the basement under that scenario too, probably. Well, yes, we should be able to. Alright, we're definitely not wind shaded now. I'm going to pick up all this crap. We are really going to be heavy. Not heavy by like what we would be if we weren't tired, but... Well, now we are. Technically. That was a good little chore. I don't think we've done this chopper yet. I don't think we visited this one at all yet. Oh yeah, ours is so I could save some weight. I just didn't want to go in there heavy and get more exhausted than I needed to. Yeah, sorry if that wasn't clear. That was just... I was heavier than I needed to be because I was carrying too much stuff and just wanted to temporarily drop it. That was absolutely the be-all and end-all of that.
It's so cold. I just wanna...
That's darker than I want it to be. I thought an Aurora might start. We've actually only got a little bit of energy, so I'm going to... Where do I need most of my fuel? Probably in here. I'm going to back away from the open door. I'm going to drop all of those. Actually, I'm going to step back a tiny bit. Like, the door should be there, actually. I'm going to drop most of those. We've got a lot of tinder now, so that's okay. Alright, that'll do for now. I'm gonna have to plan for when I cook that all that rabbit up. For a second, I thought there was another rabbit here already. We're just not struggle town yet for food. There might be a wolf right there. There's 2 wolves right there. Like right on the corner of the airstrip there. I'm not sure if you can make them out, but they are there. Like, that's about as close as I've definitely seen them, like 3 or 4 in that corner before. That's as close as I've seen them. Yeah, you can see that one pretty good now. Hopefully with the compression that comes out for everyone. Okay, so the bed's over here. Food-wise, we have 35 cattails, so we could just do that only. We got these pinnacle peaches, which are at 22. Under 20, I think they're a bit sketch. We're not going to find a can opener before we really get to use those. You can heat them up by a fire, but am I going to take the chance on heating them up right before I take off? Maybe not. I think we just have to eat them. I mean, look, if we get food poisoning, we just have to go outside and make a fire and you know, risk that. But I don't think they've redone that. Not quite 750, but we'll get most of the way through that last hour. 740. So that was a pretty good day. So now, next morning, got to figure out what is the strategy for today. So day 5. So now to 75%. That's actually pretty good. She can actually get a couple more hours sleep because she was so knackered. So we could head the couple of the other cottages. We have all this meat here, which might not be good by the time we get back. It's a shame there's no fire barrel to do a good cook up on this stuff.
Anything right about now.
We haven't had a fire to make that go away, so traveling is going to be tricky. I really want there to be a good way to do something where it's wind protected, but nuh-uh. So it's wind protected this side. Oh, that's such a shame it doesn't let you do it in places like that anymore. I don't want to get too carried away with trying to min-max that. Like wherever I choose, the game is certainly going to be like, nah, we're going to change direction. Like, are you... Yeah, like, here's... at least kind of two sides. Alright. Let's try it. Problem with the fireplace is I wouldn't want to like trudge my food out there. It's not my idea of a good time of having all the potential wolves homing in on me. It's probably overly paranoid.
That's a good one.
Can we use that fur? That's going to get us over the line, isn't it? Oh, look, why don't I just take it all over there? Whatever. Like, why am I... So what I hope this does is, like, take away the frostbite risk. Again, like, we were protected by our clothes, so it wasn't really going to go up. But if we got icy cold or wet, that would happen. It might look like I take some really stupid risks, but I kind of do think I'm a very risk management, risk averse kind of player. So I'll stunt Loper in terms of I'll make hard starting conditions, but when I'm playing within that format, I think I'm balancing risk versus need or risk versus reward. Like, I'm not doing risks for the sake of risks. Generally. I really need to get some teas on the go. I know a couple of places where there's some stuff I can grab.
I never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Like, it's still not great travel weather. It's foggy as heck. It's not really a lot I can be doing while this is all happening. What are the chances there's another rabbit around here? Those wolves seem to have gone away. We haven't even found a second can yet, like... But, I guess the flip side is we found all this great clothing, right? Like, what are you going to complain about? We should go dump them somewhere, actually. Alright, don't let me go without getting my can. Like, don't let me get distracted and be like, yeah, let's have an adventure, and forget. Okay, so they're actually a quarter of the way along. Oh, we still have those on us? We might figure out if these are better at another point. But for now... yeah, all the slots are done. That's actually pretty good. That makes us a lot lighter. Whoa, don't jump yourself into the fire. I nearly absolutely did that. What did I just do that for? That was an absolute debacle. So we got 3 and a bit liters. It's still foggy as heck, and we got this time on the fire. Probably shouldn't really be sprinting, but we can go check that shed down there. Oh, we have the fire. Just gonna check. No rabbits came back. Nah. No rabbits for you, but that's where we will set up some snares when we get the opportunity. Now we have to do the snares though at a workbench. So that's a prime thing for when there's a glimmer fog. Yeah. The frostbite is slowly going away. But in theory, it shouldn't get any worse while it's covered. Unless, again, we get wet, so... This is an okay use of the time. It was up there before, so it's coming back. We're actually doing pretty decently. Like, somewhere in the 70s at the moment. Actually, let's just go back to that for a second. I'm kind of curious. 3 blizzards in 4 days. Nice. This is also weather that doesn't seem to be super flash again. It's coming in. I mean, I could take this torch to go and explore the bunker. Maybe... Let's see if it'll... let's... Alright, so the food is staying here because this is kind of committed to living here at the moment. It's just the best warmth to rest ratio. But we have a bunch of torches. If we get the torch into the hangar without it blowing out, we'll explore the basement. That's a very good question, Bernie. The original ambition was just to show that I thought it was doable and how I did my other run. I think the ambition when you start a single zone kind of run for me is like try and make it to 3 weeks. Like, I think 3 weeks is a good ambition. I think that used to always be like the skeg stand kind of value. So I think this one is, yeah, explore the region with this character. show that it can be done, make it to 3 weeks, and then maybe we leave with this character as well after that. I think, you know, there's certainly some fun in going like, oh, you have to stay in here as long as you can. What I find with that sort of stuff, though, is it's not... I don't know if it's that entertaining for everyone else watching, because it's just watching you suffer and gruel yourself along. And maybe people are into that. But there's going to be like... If that's the case, it's me farming rabbits and subsistence living. There's my extra can I want. I don't think there's super uber loot down here. There's no lantern or anything. So there's no hidden hammer. So it's just trying to get our way down here to loot later. Okay. But look, I'm open to suggestions as well. Like, the reason for live streaming is, you know, to hang out with everyone and to also sort of, you know, entertain people a little bit as well, but, you know, in a loose kind of way. So if other people have cool suggestions of what they think would be good, I'm definitely open to it. I mean, that would have made an awesome run. If there was a hammer here, like even without a hacksaw, I think I could probably have scraped together an interesting amount of the metal, and that could be fun. Bedroll makes this region easier. I think hammer makes this region more fun, if that makes sense. Because there's then more you can do. Pretty sure there was heaps on that. It was looking like it was going to blizzard, wasn't it? Just because we could probably get back up that back area to one of the other cabins. But make sure I'm not carrying anything stinky. If that's not the case, I'm going to try and get some shrooms. Yeah, here was some I remembered. So I think, yeah, if this character can make it to 3 weeks in this zone, we count it as a potential win. And then we just revisit at that point what would be the next fun thing to do with this character. Just checking for the wolf out there. Kind of want these so I have the potential of making an okay amount of teas for some of the journeys. I'm annoyed I've missed that cave back in the other zone. Just that would have been a good source of rose hips. I've seen that the hammer has been here on other difficulties, but I haven't seen. No, I've watched limited runs. I've had my run and watched a bit of Turkey Loons, tiny bit of Murph, a little bit of Archimedes. Even Ark wasn't in this zone proper the last I saw. So I only have the stuff I've seen in theirs to go by. Yeah, Loons is a stalker loot run though, so it's... Oh man, just yank off that stuff. So you're never going to be able to judge it off that. So I think as well, if I stay here with this character for a little bit, I will take my other character out. Because there's other stuff in loot for her to find in the world that might be fun. Like, I don't know, does the bow... Can you get that extra other bow on Interloper in any way? Like, I don't know, can you make that other bow? Or... is it only findable? And if it's only findable, do they let you find that on Interloper because they don't let you find the regular bow on Interloper? There's got to be a pry bar somewhere on this map. I'm pretty sure. Like, there's some more scrap metal. Like, I've found maybe... I want to say like 6 or 8 pieces of scrap metal. Let me put them in the drawer over here so we can park all these with it. It's sort of funny because Interloper's meant to be this mode where you can't find that stuff, you can only make it yourself. But now there's new loot, like new types of things. Like, do you want to preclude Looper players from actually enjoying those things at all? But if they're only findable and not makeable, like, what's the story there? Anyway, I digress. It's pretty part of that bigger theme I have about how the play balance of Interloper is a little bit forgotten. I think we could do with picking up some sticks. They're still kind of light. I don't like leaving my coal behind because it's just so damn useful. Just sort of searching with the torch now while I have it. Only very slowly warming up, sadly. I do want a nice weather day to get a little bit more exploration done, but I don't want to just take silly risks out there. We've made good condition recovery. This character has a lot going for her. Sorry to put everyone through. It's weird. Sounds like she's got like crampons on, but she does not. I can guarantee you she has not made those yet. Hello, teddy bear. See, the stalker loot stuff, there's some stuff that shows up over there, but you gotta, there we go, you gotta wiggle your way around. But there's nothing here for me, but at least I've managed to get 4.5 inches off the ground. Done an okay job of preserving this torch, but I'm not sure if it's really got us anything for it. Oh, there's another note. Okay, there's some nefarious things going on in this zone. Sounds a bit mobstery or something. I might give a stalker kind of run a little bit of a go. But as I sort of have said in some of the other times, I find the lack of things the interesting part. So I'm kind of bitching and moaning a little bit about, like, yeah, I want less stuff, but I want the new stuff, cool stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit bitchy and moany, but I don't know. I find there's a little bit of nuance there about how you add value for people who enjoy the Interloper experience of making do with less, but still expanding their world. So I'd like to think that's being considered, and not just like, yeah, Interlopers like it hard, which also means they like it boring. It's like, well, no, they're two different things. Two different things. Anyway. So I think we're probably giving up this torch, but I'm just going to pop it there for a second, rather than just pop my head out and get it blown out straight away. Like, the day has not gotten nicer. Really. It is going to blow it out. This is just going to be what it's going to be, isn't it? But I don't know what I'm saving it for. Other than the companionable warmth of a half-lit torch. He says as he lights another.
Sure getting cold.
We are going to have to do some outdoor exploration. Ah, there it goes. Oh well. We'll just get over to our regular spot. We are going to have to do some outdoor stuff, or we're going to totally get cabin fever before long. If I'm being honest, I'm probably a little bit weirdly stubborn in a stupid, obscure way. Like, I'm probably a bit... Like, these have all lost their symbol again. Like, yes, you can do custom and make custom as interesting as you want, but I think my stubbornness comes in a little bit around... I shouldn't have to do that if they play balanced Interloper well. if you get me. It's like, I think that's where it is. It's like, I know, I kind of feel how good Interloper could be just if they actually gave it the game design time of how to play balance it. So I probably stubbornly play Interloper hoping it was something different, and kind of like going meh about me actually having to do custom to make. Even with custom, it probably doesn't quite hit where I would want it, which is where I do reserve that thing. Like, once they kind of released modding and supported it properly, I would probably try and mod in what I think would be a good experience. But I'm kind of reluctant to do that until it's properly supported. But, you know, we shall see. And that's the thing. Everyone has their own different way of playing this game. What am I going to do here? Am I just going to pass? I should have probably slept, because if weather gets... The weather has not got nice.
If I don't get some food.
I think we're here one more day until she can explore. Like, I really want just a clear day to just head over to a couple of those cabins. Because I just don't want the grind of getting there. It's not the end of the day. I know what we should be doing. We picked up a bunch of reishi. Mig! I did not spot you there for the longest time, I'm sorry. So, on a couple of occasions, I've certainly indicated to Raf on Twitter a couple of my overarching thoughts about the game and Interloper. And I think he didn't necessarily like what I had to say, but it's not like he wasn't dismissive of it. Trying to figure out what we do. We could just about sleep the whole time. So yeah, when I've done, I guess what I consider stunt runs. 450... 370. Like, I've still done it within Interloper, and then I've just tried to put weird abstract rules, so things like outer loper, which I didn't, when I did outer loper, I didn't do a purist outer loper, but that's partly because what I understood of the rules at the time were vague and different in different forums, and I just had fun with my own kind of version of that anyway, which is okay. And then I did like the naked run, and I did like a no matches live stream run for a while, which was working out okay. Didn't I pick up meat, or did I drop it? What the hell happened to my meat? I didn't eat the meat. I don't get out of the trailer now. Where is the door out of the trailer? First aid kit, leave trailer. I thought I picked up the meat. Okay, obviously didn't pick up the meat, I right-clicked instead. We're gonna let this girl have a sleep. I am confused about where she is. Okay. That's the door. That's the shelf. This should be the bed. Yeah, great. So she should be just about fully healed by the morning. Just about. Sadly, it's not very light yet, which means it'll be freezing cold.
Oh, I'm starving.
So we'll let her pass time. She actually did get fully healed, so we'll just like knock the top off that because we don't want her to get too ahead of herself here. So now that we've got all this condition back, let's see if the conditions outside
I'm so hungry.
will let us squander that. What do you reckon the chances of this clearing up are? I don't believe in the bluff call, so... Did I just eat one of those? I thought I meant to, and I'm not sure if I did. We're going to chance it and see if sleeping will let the weather get nice. This is the long dark, though, so odds are not so much.
I could eat anything right now.
Didn't we just do this? Oh, good grief. It did not sound that bad. Now it does. Oh, great. But I don't think me sleeping necessarily made that happen. I think if I had headed off in that, I would have been stuck in a blizzard. Alright, see you, Michael. Enjoy your day. Trying to make this be an interesting run. Where should I spend the time? Like, there's point 2 in that. We'll do it. Alright, so now it's just playing with me. Okay, so now we've ticked over 10 degrees, apparently. I feel like the dress shirt actually does get better than that. I feel like that's superior to the t-shirt. Like, it's 0.2 at a third of the way, and this is like 0.3 at like 70%. So, at least this will... Oh, see, Bernie, I'm a West Coast man. I'm a West Coast man. Not that we're doing particularly good. So now that's like... So that's 0.4 at about the same point. So that is a better... Yeah. I never really look up what they are. I kind of trying to do it on feel, I guess. But I don't mind people telling what they know. Now I'm just trying to do useful things with the day while while we wait for some better weather. I think the game is objecting to all of the stuff I've done to get her to a good position. It's kind of like, how dare you? You are meant to suffer and suffer always. I'm just looking under these things in case something magically appeared that was not there the other 5 times I've looked. The Stalker loot is pretty cool. Like, some of the top level gear is pretty cool. It's just slightly too prevalent in the world. Like, I think that the Stalker level loot, like, super rare would actually be pretty fun. Like, Interloper loot about where it is with, like, super rare items from the Stalker loot table just popped on top of it. And I think it's rarer than you can even set in custom, like, just, like, super, super rare. Tiny chance. I don't know what to... Do I just get her to sleep an hour and hope this blows over? The blizzards here just last for ages, so... Like, I almost don't know anyone who has more blizzards than me when I play this game and record it. 4 blizzards in five days. Like, my Naked series, the first 30 days she had something like 25 blizzards. It's like, the game knows. And I think it's sort of weird stuff too, like if you've got frostbite risk hanging around, it's actually kind of like, oh, you got frostbite, you're in danger, let me throw more blizzards at you, or you have limited clothes and you're cold, let me do this to you. So I wonder if it gets sort of stuck in some loops about some of that sort of stuff. She's like fully healed, but she cannot use her powers for good instead of evil today.
Damn
Whoa,
it.
oh.
So hungry.
What happened there? Now, she's had so many back-to-back, like, surely... Yeah, so, okay, what I'm going to do... I know this seems counterintuitive, but she's actually just going to eat a bunch of rabbit. That's not worth saving. So this is where we gamble that... the weather's actually cleared up. And not just pretended it's cleared up. And we try and let her have an adventure. Do I think that TLD is actually deep mined? Not 100% sure what you mean by that, Bernie, but I think they've definitely coded some stuff in where if you are struggling, they try and turn the screws. So there's a few different metrics going on where if you're under threat, they throw more at you to see if you sink or swim. Never found a key piece of loot here at all. So yeah, if you're stuck outside, close to freezing, one stick on you, the game will do stuff to actually try and kill you. Like, I'm pretty certain of that. There's a thing in sort of like game design theory, and I don't know what the name of it's called, but what it ends up being in other games is I think like Quake and those sorts of games do it where the more, I think I dropped them, the more close to death you are, they kind of actually do this inverse thing where they give you a little bit of hidden assistance the closer to death you are. And what it's to actually do is to try and make you have the opportunity to pull it out of the fire, save it, and feel like you conquered. So, like, you defeat the big boss with 10% of health left, but they're actually artificially boosting it to make you feel you're close to death. This weather is still being a bit of a pain, to be honest. It feels like it's going to blizzard again, to be honest. Now, I think this game does something similar, but not the benevolent version. The closer to death you are, they don't help you to prolong that and make you feel like you pulled it out of the fire. They actually make you work harder. So if you do save it, you absolutely feel like you're the king of the world. But it's a bit more vindictive than the other game theory. That looks like a really good way to get trapped in there.
I could eat a horse. That seemed like, because I love horses.
Yeah, 5 rocks. That is more than enough. Yeah, exactly, Bernie. Like, my 18-hour blizzard, it's like just when you least could do with that happening, it's like, hey, try this on for size. Okay, so. No flare gun. We got one flare. The freaking flare gun's not there. Like, that's... We're warming up in here, though. Like, this loot table had all of the clothes. Forgot to give us the flare gun. I'm just gonna, like, have to light up the flare and throw it at the bear when I see it. Stretcher bed. Bed bonus 2. Bedroll. It was green for a second. Warmth bonus 4. Oops. Wrong button. Did I get all the lockers I could? I feel like I must have. Okay. Visibility is super poor. I see the bear.
All I can think about is food.
So we had the glimmer fog on day 1, and not since, but we've had blizzardiness. I feel like this distance to the bear should be fine. He can go about his day, we'll go about ours. Do you have my flare gun, dude? Right. Back on track to the road. Well, even if it fogs in now, I should be fine to find where I'm going. Oh yeah, this outdoor weather, that's nice. A little bit of wind quietness. No, it was just changing direction, speed, whatever. Right. I need to go this way. I know. Does seem to be eased off from an audio wind vibe. Metalius, good to see you. I am probably winding close to the end of how much time I should be streaming for. But welcome to the stream. This is a different run than you probably joined in on the other day. This is me just doing an interloper start in this zone. So starting in this zone from nothing. And to be honest, she's actually doing pretty good. She's got a bedroll. She's got clothes. All the clothes a cold girl could hope for in an interloper start in this unforgiving world.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, like once I finish streaming, should be able to play it back pretty soon after. It seems to let you do that. The old YouTubes. So she's like this lady here is like full health on day 6. She's done okay. She's only got 2 boxes of matches though, so we're being a bit conservative on that. But she's exploring the world okay. And then the other girl I will stream on some different days, and she might try and escape this zone and go and live a normal life, living this girl to having the pain. She did not get cold on the walk here though, which is pretty amazing to be honest. She's actually warming up here. So we will survey this, because this just unlocks so much more of the map. I feel like there's a can opener there on some spawns. Unless it's the other cabin I'm thinking of. Might be the other cabin. Sounds like glimmer fog sort of sounds. No, just a wind. Just a weird wind noise.
I think I can use this.
I don't think running shoes are going to be any better than what we've got with our trail boots. 1 degree. Oh, I might stand corrected. The waterproofness. I think they end up being about the same, but these have got more protection, but they're faster. Okay. They're currently kind of better. Yeah, crackers. Now, we do have that. 25 kilos. She's not bad. I think there's rabbits the other side of this. But I think it's a fair way down that line from memory. So no time to get fully warm, but she kind of has the condition to burn. It's kind of like perfect conditions now. Currently. No cattails up here though. Yeah, I see one rabbit, which is kind of all I've seen here before. But it might have to do. And that wind's picking up now. No other rabbit. A few wolves down the other end in the direction this high-speed wind is going, so you know, shouldn't dally. In fact, I feel like we should beat the whatever wolf might pick up this scent back, but I don't know all their regions yet. And I just used all my sprint, so that's, you know, great tactical move on my behalf. Oh. Can I get down there? Yeah, maybe. See? I had a feeling that was a danger. I nearly lit it off, but we'll see if we can save this flare, hey? He won't be happy about that. Yeah, I get the old heart racing. Yeah, it definitely gets me, Josh.
dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Just looking through the window at him. You can still see him. Can you still smell me in here? I don't want him to, like, get me through the bloody wall, though. So you can definitely still smell the rabbit when you're in here. Which is, I guess, someone's version of fun. That's an okay sized rabbit. Probably get the guts. I don't mind having a little bit of guts floating around in the various places that you might come and visit. See, it's only like a tiny bit of calories, realistically.
Don't rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Did I get the, So we don't have to actually boil the water. She's not really desperate for food. That wolf standing down there? He bloody is. Started coming back till I dropped the rabbit too. So not... There's an aurora? There's an aurora. I wouldn't trust it that that wolf couldn't come out on this dock though. Like I can hear him cracking it about it. But yeah, it does look stunning. Let's open the door and just have a little look out. Look at that runway down there. I mean, that's pretty grand. Let's do a little snapshot there. But with that, I think we'll take her upstairs, fill her full of cattails, let her have a sleep and call it here. Ooh, rusty pork and beans at 19%. And us without an actual thing made up. Ooh. I don't want to leave it on that sort of cliffhanger. If I had the tea made up, we would. So that might be a tomorrow night thing once we've made some teas. Probably ate too much there. I was just clicking on the button while I read the chat. So, she'll wake up. She'll be thirsty. We'll let her be thirsty because the save... That's just where we'll pick up the next save because we'll quit out of here in a second. But, 7 days. Not really 7 days yet. 6 there. But yeah, she's actually like 100% health at the moment. She's kind of doing all right. Five blizzards, 7 days. All right, so yeah, she's made it nearly a week. Kind of. She's made it a week from starting in this zone. She's actually looking healthier than half my other interlopers a week in. So that's actually pretty good. You can get a lucky dice roll. Having the bed roll, probably chuck a repair into that. soon is actually pretty good. But yeah, as harsh as this zone is, I think if you're strategic about it, you can find your way around. I obviously had some runs last week where going really, really sketchy out in a blizzard. But with the right kind of hallmarks, you can find your way around. We're actually up here on this bit here, so it's funny. We haven't actually found the hut we're in, even though we did some mapping. But I will see you all the next time. Whether or not I juggle doing this one or the other girl, I might alternate them a little bit. I'm open to suggestions on that. It can be a bit flexible. But over the next couple of days, just heading into Christmas, I might do a little bit more. But yeah, thanks everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful time out there in the world and enjoying the game as well. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.